Care for some?
No, thank you.
Should we check out the kitchen and see what Maria has cooked up?
I'm not really hungry, Ridge. And I don't think you are either. But I do think you're having trouble answering me.
Yes, I am. I won't deny that.
Well, all I can tell you is that this is very important to me.
You mind if I ask why?
I would rather that you didn't.
You haven't told me very much.
Enough, I think.
I'm thinking about my brother now.
So am I.
Well, Thorne's got to be pretty excited about this trip. 4 of us going to New York.
Yeah, he is. I was just at his office, and he is. He's very excited.
I'm sure Brooke is, too.
I don't know. I haven't talked to Brooke.
Well, she's got to be. You know that.
Look, I'm sorry. Let's just forget about this.
Caroline, wait. Don't leave. I'm not saying I won't. It's just that it would help if I knew a little more of what this was all about.
Ridge, I'm not going to be any more specific with you than I have already been.
You mentioned that you're concerned with some plans that Thorne has.
Yes, that I'm not up to. That's right.
And you'd like me to cancel them so it appears like you're not responsible for the decision.
I know that that's a lot to ask, especially since everyone wants to go on this trip. But it's just that I'm afraid.
Say it.
Ridge, read between the lines, please.
You two having a problem.
I'm trying to prevent one. Ridge, I'm trying. I am trying. If you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, I can't go into this any more deeply with you. I know that it appears like I'm being very selfish, wanting to cancel everyone's trip on my behalf, but I can't help it. It's that important to me.
And Thorne has no idea how you're feeling.
No, he doesn't, and I don't want him to, Ridge. I don't want him to get hurt. And that is exactly what would happen if we went on this trip. Because he's expecting more from me than I can give. Okay, now I'm sure that you know what I'm referring to.
Well, I heard you weren't in your office. I just thought maybe you were ill.
Oh, so you came by to see how I was?
Well, and sponge down that fevered body with alcohol rubs.
Oh, you're a great guy.
Which means, in other words, your body will remain unsponged.
Could you give me 30 days?
For what?
To see how things work out with my baby's father, okay? If his marriage is everything he says it is.
You don't think it is?
I think he could push her too far. She could get fed up with him. And then there's the other matter I talked to you about. His wife, her past, all the years she lived in New York. Something in her personal life motivated her to move back home after 5 years.
Well, let's analyze the situation. You know, it's not unreasonable to assume that whatever happened to this young woman involved a man.
No, that's my assumption.
And, of course, you want this man back into her life.
Well, if there's some feeling there, yes. So they could meet up again, quite by accident, of course. And the intervening years would make all of the difference. My baby would have a father, and we'd all live happily ever after.
Except for me.
Was your idea.
That's true. But, you know, you have put me in a rather ridiculous position.
Well, how's that?
By helping you, I help my competition. That's not good business. No. I'll keep my ideas very much to myself.
Macy.
Hello, Sally.
Sally. What, I'm not called Mother anymore?
All right. Hello, Mother. Is that better?
You look wonderful, Macy. So grown up. Sometimes I forget how grown up you are.
Well, you haven't seen me in a long time. Maybe that's the reason.
Yeah. I called you earlier. Talked to your roommate, Rhonda. I was really looking forward to being there for your graduation and seeing you get your diploma.
Well, I'm sure Rhonda told you I skipped the ceremony. I didn't see much point in it.
But you did graduate.
They'll mail me the diploma.
Sorry you did that, honey. I think you should have graduated with your class.
Well, they weren't my class anyway.
You knew I'd want to be there.
No, Mother, I didn't know that. The last time we spoke, whenever that was, you said you wouldn't be.
Yeah, well, that's because it's the busiest part of the year for me. But I was going to make time. I thought I'd put that in the note I sent along with the check.
No. No, just the check, thanks.
Well, I haven't heard very much from you lately either. Of course, I know you've been pretty busy at school with your studies and your activities and your parties.
Oh, yeah, very busy. Tons of friends, men in love with me, the usual thing. Action-packed.
Well, I'm glad you were happy. You look happy.
If I do, then I guess I am.
What does that mean? Something wrong?
No, of course not.
What is it, some boy?
No, Mother, look, I'm very happy. I'm in love, in fact. He lives here in L.A. when he's in town. I met him when he was visiting campus for some alumni thing.
Well, I'd like to meet him. Maybe I can take you both out to dinner. I mean, who is he? Where does he come from? And how old is this guy? You mentioned something about alumni, huh?
Mother, you'll meet him. He's just very busy right now.
How about the weekend?
Look, I just don't know, okay? I'll have to check with him and see when he's available. I'll call you. Anyway, it's been great seeing you, Mother. You look, well.
Oh, come on. Come on, Macy. Listen, don't go rushing off like that. Let's have lunch. Let me take you to lunch at the Cafe Russe. I want to show off my beautiful daughter. It'll be a kind of celebration for both of us. Come on.
I can't, really. I don't have time.
Oh, honey, it's the perfect day for it. Come on.
Listen, Sally, I need to ask you a favor.
What kind of favor?
Just a couple of thousand. I needed some clothes. I had some bills. I used the graduation money. Oh. I know you won't mind this one more time. Could you just, write me a check and I'll swing by the bank?
I understand, Macy. That's really why you're here, isn't it? Money.
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi. Dad ready to see me now?
Then you haven't seen him yet?
No, he's been out of the building.
Honey, I've been thinking about our talk this morning in bed.
Uh-huh.
I've changed my mind. I think it would be a dreadful mistake if you were to tell Dad that this offer came from Sally Spector.
Look, I'm not too thrilled about meeting him anyway. You're the one who arranged it.
Well, but if you're thinking of leaving Forrester, he's got to know that much, so he can advise you.
Look, I don't think I need any of your father's advice.
Dad's been around a long time. You're comparatively new to this business.
Kristen, I'm riding a crest. My designs are hot right now. The irony is that nobody knows it. I'm lost in the shadow of Eric Forrester. I think it's about time that the world hear the name Clarke Garrison.
And you really think that Sally Spector will do this for you?
Kristen, she's offering me my own label. We've been over this 100 times.
Clarke, Sally Spector doesn't exactly have the greatest reputation. What if she doesn't come through with everything she promised? You know her. I've never met her. Can you be that certain that she's going to live up to her end of the bargain?
No, no, no. I have no ideas.
Bill, please, I need your help. Anything you could do would mean so much to me. Just to see Clarke reach out for his
Clarke? Wait a minute. Now the plot thickens. Caroline mentioned a man by the name of Clarke. Her sister-in-law's husband. Wait. Are you telling me that he is the father of your son?
Caroline, I don't know what to say. Except, yes, I do have an idea what you're talking about. But Thorne's my brother, and I do not like to see him hurt. And he will be if I try to pull off this little deception. Yeah, what's to say if I don't go that he won't still want to go with you?
I know what I'm asking you to do isn't easy. I'm aware of that.
So how do things stand between you and my brother?
Ridge, I'm not going to discuss that with you.
No, I'd like to know.
Well, if you ask Thorne, I'm sure that he would say that he's on top of the world. Look, I'm trying to work things out. I don't know if they're going to, but I am trying very hard. And I just don't want to hurt him anymore.
All right, enough said. I'll think of something. One question, though. What's to say Thorne won't try and pursue whatever he's after right here at home?
Well, things are a lot easier to control here at home. I mean, we have busy lives. We have our jobs. It's not like being in the romantic setting of New York City with little else to occupy our time with than making love. I hope that doesn't sound cruel or cold, because I really am. I am trying to make my marriage work, but I just can't be pushed too far. Well, I really have to get to the office. Thank you.
How do I know Sally will live up to her end of the bargain?
Yes. Once she has you there, all the rules can change very rapidly.
You're forgetting one thing. My leverage.
What leverage?
She needs me as much as I need her. She won't do anything.
Can I meet her sometime?
Why would you want to do that?
Well, I know nothing about her. Is she married? Does she have any family?
Her husband died a few years ago, and she's got one kid.
How old?
I don't know, 20s?
No doubt he's the heir apparent.
She. It's a daughter.
Oh. And where will that leave you?
Well, where am I now? At least Sally stopped with one kid. Eric and Stephanie didn't know when to stop.
I won't deny it. That is why I'm here, money. But I really need it this time.
This time? Every time I hear from you, it's the same story.
Well, Mother, sometimes these things do happen.
These things seem to happen to you an awful lot. I had to work very hard for that money, Macy. Of course, that's something you know nothing about. You've never had a job.
Yes, I know, Mother. You worked real hard.
Yes, I have. Make no mistake about it. And it was for you. It was for your future. It was to give you what I never had, to give you every advantage.
Oh, you've given me advantages, all right. I've had plenty of those. Cars, clothes, a horse.
I tried to give you everything you wanted. Somewhere I gotta draw the line.
You drew that line a long time ago, Mother. Yes, you gave me everything. Everything but your attention. And everything but your time.
I thought you understood, Macy. I had to work. I had to make this business a success.
No, you're wrong. The only thing I understood was that I had a mother who was never there. Whenever I needed her, she let me down because she was too busy.
Well, that's because I was too busy. And I was all alone. And I was fighting to make this business a success. I've tried to make it up to you in every way possible.
In one way, Mother, and in only one way. Which is why I know you'll make that deposit into my account. To appease your conscience. It always worked before.
Okay, Macy, you'll get your money. If that's really what we're talking about here.
What else would we be talking about? What else would we ever be talking about? Don't forget.
Logan, what are you doing home at this hour?
Well, I wanted to come home and check in on your mother, see how she was doing. Also, I wanted to hurry up and get ready for that trip, too.
Well, I guess you think you have the whole thing figured out, huh?
Well, that really doesn't take a genius, Margo. I mean, you gave me a very big clue when you inadvertently mentioned the name of your baby's father.
His name isn't Clarke. It was a mistake.
If we are to work together, we have to be honest with each other.
Bill, whatever it is you think you know, you could affect a lot of lives if you breathed a word of it.
Then you admit it.
I'm not admitting it. I'm just saying that whatever it is you think, I hope you keep it to yourself.
How in the world did you ever get into this situation? I mean, Kristen Forrester's husband.
I think you should leave. I really think that's the best thing.
You know your secret is safe with me. And you know how much I care about you. So if you want me to help you find this man that was in Kristen's life, you let me know. I don't think it'll be too difficult.
This daughter of Sally Spectra's. Is she a designer? Does she work there?
Oh, no, she's in college. Graduating, I guess.
Will she be coming there to work?
I doubt it. So, I'd be the heir apparent if Sally ever packed it in.
Clarke, honey, you have too much class to be working in a place like that.
Class is what you make it. Class is having money, and class is taking advantage of opportunities. Prestige alone doesn't pay the bills, darling. And I want so much for us.
I know you do. Clarke, please don't bring up Sally Spectra's name in your discussion with Dad. I think it would be an enormous mistake.
You want to know who made the offer?
Well, you can tell him that the other party insists on confidentiality. Anything. Clarke, trust me. If Ridge were to find out that you were negotiating with her, your days with Forrester would be over.
Well, isn't that the question? Maybe it's time my days at Forrester were over.
So, how's your mother?
She's all right. She's upstairs.
Packing, I hope.
No, the folks won't be going to New York.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I thought that it would be good for them. Oh, well, it'll be good for us. You should see Thorne. He is so excited about this trip and all the things that he has planned. It's so wonderful to see his love for Caroline. You know what he's hoping for? He is hoping to convince her that the timing is perfect for them to have a child.
A baby?
Mm-hmm. Getting contagious, isn't it?
Brooke. We won't be going on that trip.
We won't.
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, Ridge, I'm sure it's not your fault. If we can't go, we can't go. It's just that
It's just that what?
I just keep thinking about your brother and how disappointed he's going to be. Wait, what's the matter with me? If you and I don't go, what's stopping him and Caroline from going? In fact, it'll probably be a much more romantic time without us.
They aren't going on the trip either.
Honey, is there anything I should know about?
No, it's just bad timing. I'll explain to Thorne.
Well, he's going to be very disappointed. He's been very anxious for this trip, for this time alone with his wife. I don't think there's anything you can tell him that's going to stop him from going.